Let's play some Sentinels.
Oh, pickle fans, come on.
Oh, you've been quoted out of context. You must be a famous person now.
I am a famous person now. But we're gonna win. Unless the environment kills us. So yeah, I could have waited and
picked... We have damage! Dread Warlord Voss!
I did not think that would work out, but it did. Well done, team.
Woo! Hey, greetings everybody! I'm hoping you
live and in color.
We are live and direct. Oh shoot, hang on, John's not live and direct because I forgot that. Well, you can hear him, but you probably can't see him because I had it turned off because he hadn't called yet. So let me
outrageous.
Fix that. I know. What is wrong with me? Let me select the right window. Slack call. If I make it not hidden, will it show up? It will. Then I just have to make it live. And there's John. There's his smiling face.
And his booze.
What is the booze this evening?
I have Pisco Malpaso from Chile.
Ooh.
It is very nice. There is, I'm not sure if you're aware, we might have talked about the Pisco War between Peru and Chile.
No.
Where each of them claims it as that they invented it, and it can only be properly called that in their country.
Ah, so it's like a champagne thing.
Kind of, but like there's no like other champagne that's like trying to steal champagne. It's just other people trying to use the word. This is like maybe more like bourbon, I think, a little bit.
I see.
But not even, because it's like, yeah, maybe more like bourbon a little bit. But anyways, so but one of the funny things is like it's almost impossible to get Chilean pisco outside of Chile because they drink it all.
Aha.
So there's very little exports, and you can get, it's easy to get Peruvian pisco here, but they're legally not allowed to label it as such. So it's like, you know, Peruvian brandy or whatever.
Gotcha.
What it'll be labeled as.
Oh yeah, I should probably close this window. Yeah, this is me testing a mode that you may want to play sometime. You'll notice that there aren't a lot of the graphics in here that need to be in here yet. Did I hear right that you showed a little bit of the UI and how it's going to work?
I showed my phone through the camera.
Ah, okay. Well, they got a little bit more of a tease there. Those who were eagle-eyed at the end there, you saw how the Oblivion turn is laid out, which we're actually pretty proud of. I think that is really, really, really cool. Yes, it is so beautiful. I promise we will be showing off more Oblivion content in the weeks and months coming up. We're actually going to show you a new environment tonight, and those of you who can see that there is a poll up can vote in that poll as to which environment you want to see tonight. We hope to be having the actual graphic content soon, which will allow us to start showing off villains and potentially even Oblivion mode. What I can tell you about Oblivion mode is that it is into beta testing. And holy cow, are there a lot of bugs. And that's not because we're bad at our job, but that's because Oblivion mode is crazy. It's crazy pants awesome sauce, but whew.
And it integrates with everything else that's there already, so, you know, there's tons of stuff, tons of edge cases, tons of things.
Yeah, so like this random...
we are diligently working on it.
This random game that I had picked Guise for me, which I have been diligently avoiding... in all of my testing games, because like I don't know how Guise works on a good day, and when you throw Guise into an Oblivion game, like specifically with Santa Guise, and so I was already starting to deal with the fact that like when he uses his power, everybody puts a card face down, but only if they're in the same battle zone. But then if he uses the one that lets him flip it, it has to be someone that's in the same battle zone with him. So like you end up with all these mismatched things where like some heroes left, so they don't get a card, but they're also not available to flip. It's a whole thing. So. It's fun times. I'm very excited to someday try Guise in that, but it is not this day. All right, so online multiplayer, new game. Oh, I haven't even done my thing. Ugh, this is what happens when I take like almost a month off.
It's true. You haven't been on since before Christmas.
Yeah, it has been quite some time. All right, hang on. Let me... Sentinels. It's still called Sentinels Live in our thing. So let me bring up...
Handelabra Live.
It is now Handelabra Live because we will be streaming things other than Sentinels. But it is Tuesday and it is 7-ish. So that means it's time to welcome you to Handelabra Live. Thank you everyone for joining us around the digital tabletop while we play Sentinels of the Multiverse, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, all sorts of things that we like to work on here at Handelabra Games. The goal of these streams is to have some fun while showing you how to play our games as well as covering some strategies that can help you win. I will remind everybody that Handelabra Games does believe in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, which means that any comments or activity actively working against this goal and thus making the lives of marginalized people more difficult are not welcome and will not be tolerated. And that goes for us as well. So if you hear us slip up and say something that is against that goal, please let us know because we're always trying to be better. If you enjoy the show, please do like, share, follow, and subscribe. And be sure to check out all the other shows here on twitch.tv/HandelabraGames. I actually don't know if my timing is right here, but check out Dolphins Dive. It's usually Thursdays, sometimes Fridays. We got Tales from the Archive on Sundays and On Deck with Pirate Savvy and Dover. That's on Mondays. And who knows, maybe some more shows in the new year. We actually had some conversations yesterday about doing some more dev streams, because I know there's some Oblivion stuff that you folks would like to see us working on. Some more Aeon's End dev streams may be coming in the new year, so keep subscribed to our Twitter, our Facebook, etc., and you'll get notifications whenever we are live. I'm Jeremy. You can follow me at Mr. J Handel. Joining me as usual, I used to say joining me as always, but I'm the one who doesn't join as always these days, is John, who you can follow at Migrant P. And you can always check out the company at Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. And scroll down to join our Discord. That's where there's always all kinds of fun conversations happening. No, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Yeah. We are the developers, so you can usually get some insight into the process and maybe see some things that I sneakily show you before the show starts. And our games usually having tutorials that will explain sort of how to play them. But, you know, especially in Sentinels where there's multiplayer, when new people join, show them the ropes. Let them know how the game plays and show them how welcoming the Handelabra Games community is. All right, I think that's going to be enough for my preamble.
Looks like Lou Dolphin is going Thursday this week and moving to Fridays next week.
Fridays next week. Got it. Okay.
He's a slippery fellow.
He is a slippery fellow. I think he was on the stream with you last week. Was he slippery when he was on the stream with you?
Yes. And the week before, we celebrated Christmas and New Year's together. It was very lovely.
Yeah, I was celebrating Christmas with my family and New Year's with my wife. It was awesome, actually. For New Year's, we went to a restaurant just 2 blocks from our house called Edwin's, which is this like high-scale French restaurant, but it's really an interesting concept because it's actually a non-profit that was started explicitly to give people coming out of the prison system jobs where having a felony conviction was not going to be a knock against you. So, you know, people who come out of prison a lot of times have paid their debt to society, but they continue to have that sort of held over their head, and it's hard to get a job. It's hard to, like, you know, end up getting yourself back into society. You know, it's sort of a, I don't want to say slippery slope. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, we treat these people like they haven't paid their debt to society, and then they end up falling right back into what they did to get themselves in prison because no one will help them.
In the U.S., they can't vote forever, right?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because that has been changing of late, and specifically it changed in Florida this year. There was a ballot measure that passed in Florida to grant voting rights back to ex-cons who had fulfilled their debts to society. So it's really, really cool. There are good things happening in the U.S. I know that sometimes that can be hard to remember. Keep watching us. We promise we will not lie to you on this stream tonight. Which I can't say for other live broadcasts that might be happening this evening. Anyway, all right, let's take a look at the poll and see where we're at. Oh, wow. Champion Studios looks like it's #1 with a bullet. 50% of all votes are going for Champion Studio right now.
We're looking for banana peels and Wager Master butts. All
right. Well, I didn't want to pick any of the other stuff until we knew which environment, so I think I'm going to give it until my clock says 7:11. Right now it's 7:10. So any last-minute votes, bring them in. And then we are going to pick the environment, and then we're going to start picking the rest of the game that we're going to play this evening. So yeah, so I was gone for a couple of weeks. So you had good streams, I assume? I mean, with Lou Dolphin, I can't imagine that the two of you wouldn't have had fun, interesting games to play, right?
Yeah, it was good times. We I don't even remember what we did, but we had fun.
Right on. Yeah, and I'll just remind everybody that my schedule now is basically going to be in general every other week. So I'll be here this week, not next week, but I will be here the week after. In February, it might be a little weird because I'm actually taking the first real vacation I've taken in a long time in February. My wife and I are going to St. Lucia for our 15-year anniversary, which was actually back in August, but we didn't get a chance to go for various reasons. So we're finally taking that trip. We're taking a Valentine's Day trip to down to the Caribbean, down South America way.
Yeah, we'll be starting to make our way back north in April. We're looking at.
Right on.
All right. We'll be in Santiago here for the rest of January, then Buenos Aires and Montevideo for a couple of months. So
very cool. All right, so Champion Studios is it. Feel free to close that poll. I don't know how to turn it off, as is evidenced by the fact that it's been on for like 3 weeks. So, so we're gonna play.
It's on for good.
It's on for good. So we're gonna play Champion Studios. Let's see. Let me pick something like who are the more. I mean, obviously Stuntman is going to be a good one in terms of thinking theatrically. But who else do I want to play that I feel like is a sort of a theatrical kind of a thing? Ooh, I'm going to do Chrono Ranger because he represents the old school westerns. And I'm going to do Expatriette because she's sort of like the grizzled, hard-nosed action hero.
Well, someone needs to represent the movies directly.
I concur. I'm glad that you are doing that. Maybe should I do? Let me look at what the variant is here. Select none here target until after the next time you use a power. All bounty cards also affect that target and are not destroyed. That. Yeah, I'm gonna try Best of Times Chrono Ranger. I don't think I play him very often. So, all right, who should we take on, John?
Is there any particularly cinematic villain you want to face? I mean, besides Ambuscade.
Right.
I think for no reason at all, Grand Warlord Voss fits right in. I wonder why.
Absolutely.
We have no idea why that would be the case.
Yep. It seems like it makes sense, though. So we'll play regular Voss at Champion Studios versus Chrono Ranger Best of Times, Guise, Expatriette, and it looks like Action Hero Stuntman?
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm so glad that font is fixed. Those labels being off was bothering me for like 2 weeks.
Oh, wait. I meant this to be on repeat on Time Cataclysm. Because the current environments, we've heard some of the music from the environments, but you haven't heard them yet. And I will mention this too. There will be a listening party for Oblivion. I know some people have asked that question. We don't know when it's going to be yet because we don't know when Oblivion is going to come out yet, and we don't know when the music is going to be done yet. But once we do, we promise we will have a listening party. It's been a while since we've done one. Jean-Marc is excited to share with you the stuff he's been working on, and
we do know that it's going to be great.
It's going to be great, and I think this is, well, okay, I was going to say this has more music than anything else. I think that technically Villains probably has more total music than anything else just because of the way that was done with like all the different stems and all the different mixes all together. But in terms of discrete pieces of music, I think Oblivion is going to have more than any other expansion we've ever done. So definitely going to want to check that out. Yes, Jesse C., you did hear there will be a listening party. Cower before the might of the Thrathian conquering fleet. I've seen all manner of evil varmint across space and time. I tell them the same thing. Draw! All right. Chrono Ranger opens with a bounty board, a couple of Hunter and Hunteds, and a Ranger's Mark. Guise has got Let Me See That, Look What I Found, Retcon, Yeah, I'm That Guy. Expatriette's got a Flak Jacket, a Quick Draw, some shock rounds, and a tactical shotgun, which I love. And Stuntman has got a Hidden Mine in Medias Res, No Time to Bleed, and I gotta make this up big because I'm getting old and I can't read small fonts. Pistolet Mitrailleur.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good? Right on. All right.
I'll use to Spanish now, and I would pronounce those two L's as a Y.
Pistolleur. Right on.
Pollo.
Excuse me. All right, so we get a Frost Hound, a Fire Sworn, Shock Infantry, a Guard, So many gene-bound. Ooh, and a forced deployment right off the bat.
I suppose in French you do still pronounce them as a Y, but it's like it's much less common in French than in Spanish, where it's all over the place.
All right. Thank you, Hank Royd. I do what I can.
Even when they're at the start of the word, which I didn't realize, like llama. We saw llamas at Machu Picchu.
Yeah, I showed my... That was like right on Christmas, wasn't it, when you were at Machu Picchu?
Like just before Christmas.
Just before Christmas.
But we were in Cusco. Like we went to Machu Picchu like December 22nd or something, I think, or 23rd.
Okay. All I know is I showed her that picture on Christmas, and she was like, "Don't show me that. That's disgusting. I don't want to see this." Which is, of course, it's not anger, it's jealousy. South America is one of our things that we very much want to do someday and see all of the things, but we haven't had a chance to yet.
Yeah, I think you'll be into it.
All right, I have nothing in my trash.
Take Walker, we did not eat the llamas, but that is a thing. They are definitely a thing that people eat a lot, as well as guinea pigs in Peru.
All right, I'm actually going to hunter and hunt it early and just sort of hope that things work out. And I have no bounty, so I don't know. Is it even worth it for me to use this?
There's like an odd chance that maybe a bounty comes out off turn.
Yeah.
So if you want, you could pick something, but...
Yeah, I'll do that, and we'll see. I don't think it's going to happen, but... Right.
Yeah, that forced deployment sucks, because we basically want to just, like, sit and wait.
Yeah.
At least there's not, like... The Frost Hound sucks, but the rest aren't too bad. Unless we... I mean, I could retcon forced deployment right now. That's probably a good idea, actually. I'll do that. And then I can whack that guard, though. Yeah, then Expatriette. Well, Expatriette could, like, one-shot the guard with the shotgun anyways.
Yes, that is true.
So, but I'm wondering if there's, like, anything else that is worth doing. Yeah, maybe I'll just draw a card right now. Because doing 2 damage to that is less useful than doing other things later. And I'll punch Voss for -9. -8.
Alright, and as said, I am going to shotgun that Genebound guard in the face! And I draw a reload, which could come in handy later once I've got some more ammo.
And now if I put out the hidden mine.
Hankert asks, about Guise, will completionist Guise be available with Oblivion, or will it comes later? I believe the plan is that it's going to come with Oblivion, but I don't remember. Do you remember, John?
What? Completionist Guise? Yeah, the plan is for it to come out with Oblivion.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with No Time to Bleed. That sounds good.
Yeah, there was some... I remember actually back over the summer, there was some discussion about completionist Guise being included in the Fall of the Variants, or... Was it the
yeah,
fall?
that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, but...
Oh,
yeah.
Look, it's Oblivion! Has appeared on the stream with Deus Ex Machina. Want to read that?
When this card enters play, destroy a conflict. At the end of the environment turn, the villain target with the highest HP deals each non-villain target 1 energy damage, then destroys this card. Game off! The stream of screaming game attendees clogged all the exits, but the heroes were already taking to the skies, knowing they had to face Oblivion. So yeah, here's our first Champion Studios card.
So Stuntman first, because the mine will go off. And we'll have the hidden mine go off first, so it kills all of the minions. I don't think... Yeah, the order of this part won't matter. So we can choose for me on that.
Yeah, so Citizen actually finished the story that I was saying, which was that when we were discussing whether it could be a part of the Fall of the Variants, Christopher and Adam in particular were like, no. Completionist Guise is the final variant, so he needs to come out with the final release.
Yeah.
Which is good, because the testing that's going to be involved in that. Oof.
Turns out I didn't hurt Voss anyways. Yeah.
Alright, so we got a Banshee. And there goes the Fire Sworn.
There goes the Fire Sworn, indeed. We can pick Stuntman, because he'll hit him back.
Alright.
Do I want to destroy? No time to bleed. No, I don't think so.
So I will say I did actually play, unlike the way that it was the last time we tried an environment, I actually did play this environment at least once before coming on the screen, or coming on the stream. And Props Department was a card that I really disliked with the Fiery Passion of 1,000 Burning Suns.
Card chasing can be pretty crazy. It changes, like, basically makes everyone have 2 less hit points.
Okay, yeah, I didn't get that. I didn't get that one when I was playing it. I still don't have any of these things, so I'm just going to play the Compounded Bow.
Well, you can take out that Banshee, and then we can hit Voss.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is like, well, I mean, I could do 1 damage to Voss. Or no, I guess, is it reduced by 2 on this side, or 1?
It would be reduced by 2. So.
Okay, yeah, so it would have been 0 to Voss, so we'll get rid of that guy.
Now we can hit Voss. Any exciting ongoing cards to copy? No time to bleed, but I think it's going to be... Look what I found.
See another letdown. We'll be here.
Enjoy your dinner. Do I want to play a card? I want to draw a card.
Oh, Masingo the Great. Yes, that was probably very mean of me to like bring up the card and then not actually bring up the card.
Well, maybe we'll wait and see until it comes up.
No, I'm not going to be mean. I will bring it up and tell them what it does. All right, the Props Department is, at the end of the environment turn, reveal the top card of each hero deck in turn order. If the revealed card is a one-shot, play it, but prevent any damage on that card. If the revealed card is not a one-shot, discard it. And I played it in a game where it was a 5-hero game, and 3 of the heroes played like their best one-shots, but none of them could deal damage, and it was super not great. I was really bummed. It was an Oblivion game, too, so... All right,
It's a great artwork on that card.
Yes. I think I'm actually going to Flak Jacket. And we'll hit Voss for some damage. We have damage! Grand Warlord Voss!
That happened a while ago.
It happened a while ago, yes. Oh, so in other words, don't play Scholar. Yeah, so I will tell you, I mean, I showed you a little bit of Oblivion, but now let me give you my sort of impressions of Oblivion as someone who has never played Oblivion on the tabletop. I was actually very concerned once I knew sort of how Oblivion played that it was going to feel like a slog. But I can tell you, at least in the digital game, it flies. I was pleasantly surprised by how quickly it plays in the digital game. Now, that's not to say that it's a quicker game than a regular game of Sentinels, because it certainly is not. But
yeah, but I think if you're not reporting bugs, it'd be like an hour or less.
Yeah, exactly. But it like the fact that the game does sort of help you keep track of like all of the villain things that are happening in the 2 different battle zones and when things are moving, like especially given the fact that, and I think most people out there know this, so I don't think this would be a spoiler, but like you will definitely not finish a game of Oblivion with the same 5 heroes that you started, because
that's not necessarily the case. It can happen.
It is certainly something that could happen, but it is not the sort of assumed
well, don't
use
say
case.
Definitely.
It is not the assumed use case. Let me put it that way. And so, oh, what is this? Or Stunt Double. Heroic Actor. The first time any hero target would be dealt damage by a villain target each turn, you may redirect that damage to this card. If this card is reduced to 0 or fewer HP, each player discards 2 cards. Interesting. So what do we think?
Yeah, we could like redirect it a little bit and then like retcon it or whatever.
Yeah.
So, sure.
Right, so as I was saying, I've really been enjoying my playtesting of Oblivion. Obviously, you know, I've also been taking breaks to report bugs and things that is like, and I'm sure, you know, John and David both are sort of the two that have been dealing with all my questions in the chat, because I'll come across something that is like, I don't necessarily 100% understand all of the game rules always, so I'm always like, hey, should I report this as a bug, or is this acting the way that it should? And, you know, one of the examples today was that the Wraith had throat jabbed Oblivion himself, but then Oblivion moved to a different battle zone. And so the question that I had was, he's throat jabbed, but he's damaging all these things in the other battle zone. Is that the way it's supposed to happen, or is that not the way it's supposed to happen? And they explained it to me like, yes, because Wraith is in Battle Zone 2, her throat jab is only effective in Battle Zone 2, so since Oblivion moved to Battle Zone 1, he can attack things in that battle zone. You know, so that's the kind of stuff that I come across because I'm not as 100% versed in the rules as some other people might be.
Well, and one of the challenges for us is making that clear that that's what's supposed to happen.
Exactly, and yeah, and I'll mention, I actually did report a bug because when I popped into the lightning bolt, and I saw the effects, right now it says no effects in play, there was an effect that said Oblivion cannot deal damage, and I was like, wait a minute, how is he dealing damage if it says that he's not? So the bug there wasn't that the effect was acting incorrectly, the bug was that we were not reporting it correctly. So these are the kinds of things that we do in testing and that we have to find before we actually go live with a thing. So,
yeah.
All right, let's see, each player may discard one card. Okay, so yeah, I guess we'll do this, because I'm definitely going to discard this, because I already have one.
I'm not going to discard a card for you. JCC says it's counterintuitive, but it's basically all goes back to the rule in the rule book, which says cards and effects from one battle zone cannot affect cards and effects in the other battle zone.
Yeah. Yeah, and I agree with you. Like, that did seem, that particular one felt counterintuitive to me, because it's like, he was throat jabbed, so he ran to the other battle zone and that unthroat jabbed him, but then if he comes back to the other battle zone, he's still throat jabbed. So it's like, or if Wraith were to move to the other battle zone, the throat jab would follow. But, you know, again, this was all play tested and balanced. So if it was not intended to be that way, it would not have been, you know, it hopefully would have been caught in play testing and that would have been changed. All right. So Voss is flipped, yes?
Yeah.
All right.
But he's still got -1, so
still got -1, yeah.
You can't hit him. You can kill the Frost Hound, though.
Yep, I will kill the Frost Hound. Yeah, JCC says, in a game that usually melds theme and function, it's weird to come across a rule that so incredibly violates theme. It does require a little bit of sort of like extension of disbelief, no, suspension of disbelief. But I do think there are ways to find it. I
mean, everything about it is crazy, and I'm sure you can find a way to justify it.
Exactly. I mean, Oblivion is a like cosmic multi-dimensional being. So like when he's in one battle zone, maybe it's one iteration of him, and if he escapes to another battle zone, it's a different iteration of him from a different dimension or something like that. So.
This is not the on-deck stream, Bishop 83. You're a day late and $1 short. I'm going to keep drawing cards. For now.
Yes, he does not have different iterations. Yes, I know, but you understand what I'm saying. Like, moving between different battle zones can maybe be thought of as...
Oh, the stream still says it's on deck with Pirates Abbey and Dover.
Oh, shoot. I didn't change that. I can change that. Hang on. Give me a second. Live. Sentinels. Nope, it's not Sentinels Live. It's Handelabra Live. Update. Thank you. This is what happens when I take a couple weeks off. I forget all the things I have to do to get things set up. All right, I am going to...
There's a bot that can set it for us automatically.
Yeah. It's going to be in my deck. I'll get Prejudice. But I'm still going to use the shotgun. Hopefully I'll get my deal all the damage with all the guns card soon. Ah, Bishop, you did miss the vote. We're showing off Champion Studios.
Play the pistolet. Actually, oh yeah, interesting. I will just shoot Voss. I don't have enough cards, which is a problem that can happen for Stuntman. Oh yes, and as you can see, the backgrounds created by Jennifer are featured here.
Indeed. All right, so we got a craft services table. At the end of each hero turn, discard the top card of the environment deck. If the discarded card is not a conflict, that hero regains 2 HP. If the discarded card is a conflict, deal that hero 3 toxic damage and destroy this card. I don't think we've actually had any conflicts come out yet.
I don't think so. All right, here, I guess we could blackjack it away this damage if you want.
Sure.
Or you could take it. You can choose.
Yeah, where am I at?
We shouldn't let Stunt double take it unless we want to all discard 2 cards.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I guess we can redirect 2 damage. But then if I do area damage, I just want to be able to destroy an environment card here. And we can't yet. Actually, withdrawing a cliffhanger, we could. So we'll say no here. Maybe. I don't know. Guys can take this.
Oop. Yes, I believe that is Sunny San Alonso behind Voss. Looks to me an outdoor location.
I think Voss is on the city set.
Oh, is he on the city set? Okay.
He's on like the set of Megalopolis that's in.
Gotcha.
Where you see the car chasing and stuff.
The forced perspective set where he's as tall as a skyscraper.
Yeah. Yeah, or like there's part of the set where like, there's one scene where Oblivion is. I think that's the one in the trash, right? Where Oblivion's like walking around the building, but that's like a set. It's from that one, I think.
All right, I'm going to Tech Strike the Gene Bound. Oh, shoot. That's not
he is immune to projectile.
Yeah, he's immune to projectile.
You can still kill him with your bow if you want.
I can. Yeah, I'm going to do that. That's fine.
With psychic arrows.
You got to think about it. But they won't. And there goes the craft services table.
Conflict. It was the potential pratfalls gut.
Yeah, let's pop that open. All right, so potential pratfalls. There's the bananas conflict. Whenever a target enters play, prevent all damage dealt by that target until the start of the environment turn. Reduce melee damage by 1. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think anyone got the banana room background this game.
Yeah.
Maybe next game. It's pretty great. The feedback we got from Christopher and Adam when we showed it the first time was, more bananas!
Yep.
So we doubled the bananas, of course.
Yes, we have no bananas. We have no bananas today. Who knows the song? The first person in the chat to tell me what that song is and who sang it gets 10 internet points.
All right, what are you doing, guys? I could go Gritty Guise Barbarian and Blatant Reference combo. I have enough cards for that. Maybe I'll just do that. Get some wax in on Voss here. No, I'm not going to punch the stunt double. He's our friend.
Yeah, I figured when I threw that reference out that might be a bit old for the crowd. Nobody seems to know what that is. Do you know what song that is?
I mean, I get the reference, but I don't know the song.
So
you know
I think of Harry Belafonte Boat. So that is a song by a songwriter who unfortunately died, I want to say in the 80s. His name was Harry Chapin. and he had a song called 30,000 Pounds of Bananas. And he's a folk singer, and this was music that I listened to almost exclusively with my dad, and that song was the one that we would listen to in the car, and it was like the fun, goofy song that we would sing. And it's a story about a truck driver who's hauling 30,000 pounds of bananas, and he's going down a hill into Scranton, Pennsylvania, and he loses his brakes, and he doesn't know what to do, and that's the setup for the song. And it is a great folk song, especially the live version. You should find it. You should listen to it. I highly recommend it. All right, I am going to get my other gun. So I've got my prejudice and my pride. But yeah, I think
same result, whichever you do.
Same result. Voss. Yep. I'm just trying to get myself set up so I've got all my guns.
Show me your guns.
I didn't know that was an actual song. I read it in a steampunk comic and thought it was fake. Nope, that is a real, honest to goodness song. And it's glorious.
All right. I think it's time for a dramatic cliffhanger.
I just actually explained to my kids what the term cliffhanger means and where it came from, because they've been watching, I don't know what shows on Netflix, and they're always like, oh, it ended on a cliffhanger. And I'm like, do you know what a cliffhanger is and where the term comes from? And so I got to tell them the whole story about serial movies back in the 20s or 30s or whatever it was, when people would have to go to the movies every week to find out what happened. It was fun times. This is what happens when you're in the house all for 2 weeks over winter break with your kids, and there's no school and there's no whatever, and you're always coming up with new fun things to talk about and to do. Magical MacGuffin!
Hey, look! Magical MacGuffin!
When this card enters play, move it to a hero play area. Increase damage dealt to targets in this play area by 1. At the end of this hero's turn, they may use a power. If they do not, destroy this card. Alright. So who's got more than one?
Prop. It is a gift. That's great, because I have Guise here. And you note the logo on his chest there? In the art?
Mmm. Very nice.
Yeah. Probably. It could be Guise. I think Guise take it.
I have no problem with that.
I will destroy a dramatic cliffhanger. Ooh. Okay. I want to play the stylish armor, I think. But I also want to play Limbiskad. So I will use my power.
Bishop 83
damage and play a card.
Asks, are the backgrounds randomized for each person every time, and is that true for all environments? And I just never realized it. Yes, that is exactly correct. Because of as of Vengeance and Villains, there are now, I want to say, 14 different backgrounds for every environment, and they are randomized and assigned at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, there's 12 there's 12 in-game ones, and then there's the start of the game.
And the start and the end. Right.
Those are always the same.
Yeah, those are always the same. Yeah, so the opening shot and the closing shot, whether you win or lose, are always the same. But then there's 12, because basically because the maximum number of available background slots, you can have 5 heroes, 5 villains, and an environment. So I guess that's 11. Why would every 12?
For team mode, there's also the common team
panel. Oh, right, the common team panel. Right.
So if I hit the stunt double here, it would be reduced. Oh, I thought it was reduced to 0. Or okay, if it's reduced to 0 for your HP, so I can blow it up. I thought it said 2 when I zoomed it up for some reason. But that's probably because I discard 2 cards. So I can blow up the stunt double here, and we won't need to worry about the discarding. So I'll do that. Even though we'll take a little more damage.
Lance Flammies. All right. What?
Yeah. So when you're playing fewer than like a full team villain game number of spots, you won't see all of the environment backgrounds, but it randomly chooses them. So You'll see them eventually. You have bounties.
I have bounties. I mean, none of them are...
None of them that you could... I mean, you could play Kill Inside on Voss if you want.
I know, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I could do it in order to just boost damage. I'm going to displace Armory and get my hat.
Stuntman doesn't like other stunt guys. Somber says the heroes kill the stuntman by burning him to death. Listen, we just did what we got to do. We saved him from himself.
Ugh, yeah, why not? I should have done that first.
Say that the stuntman was fired. That's true. Tyson points out you can use your power to extend that to the minions.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, that's good.
I'm going to discard one more card. And then I'm going to play my card to draw more cards.
So Bishop asks, so Oblivion mode question. Have you decided yet where the Oblivion, Scion, and Aeon decks will be located on screen? We have. So if you're asking specifically about the decks themselves, the sort of listing, and by that I mean, like if you see here, the trash and the deck in Guise's thing. There is an Oblivion section, then there's a Battle Zone 1 section and a Battle Zone 1 villain section, and then a Battle Zone 2 section and a Battle Zone 2 villain section. The decks are all located in the Oblivion section. And by the decks, I mean the Oblivion deck, the Scion deck, the Aeon deck, and the Mission deck. Right. Those are all located in the Oblivion section. The Battle Zone 1 section obviously has the Battle Zone 1 villain.
You mean and the first Battle Zone environment?
Sorry, excuse me. Well, what I was talking about was the villain area, like the Battle Zone 1 villain area.
You said, well, you never mentioned environments the whole time, so...
I did. I said there was a Battle Zone 1 section, a Battle Zone 1 environment section, and then a Battle Zone 2...
No, you said Battle Zone 1 and Battle Zone 1 villain.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, so, right. So Battle Zone 1 environment and Battle Zone 1 villain. So yes, there are more sections, a lot of sections, but they are all there. Maybe we'll show you a little bit more about how that looks later. I haven't decided yet. Be nice to me in chat, and we'll see. All right. Yeah, I'm going to get that flak jacket back in play. Since I already have a shotgun.
The MacGuffin is gone because Guise didn't have another power. I could have copied Hunter and Hunted and destroyed it if I wanted to, I guess. The MacGuffin is not great for me anyways.
Right.
Would have been good to put on Stuntman, I guess, for the extra power.
Hankroy just asked a question about something that John was just working on today.
Will it be possible to decide the order of the sign reserve and or which shield will be used? Yes, just like on the tabletop.
Yep. Yeah, and currently in testing, that is not a thing, but that was always planned, and we just haven't implemented it yet, and John was working on it today. Oh, thanks, Jangro. I so miss John correcting Jeremy. Yes, it's not Handelabra Live unless I make a huge error and John has to ask me, what did you do?
Hey,
or what are you talking about?
This is a great card.
Hey, it is a conflict. Let's pop that open. At the start of the environment turn, play the top card of each hero deck in turn order. If 4 hero one-shots are played this turn, each player draws 5 cards, then destroy this card. Otherwise, add 1 token to this card. When you add a 3rd token to this card, you are out! Game over! You lose. Yeah, I haven't had this one come out and play yet.
Special ending for Champion Studios. I wonder if we'll see it.
What? Oop, forced deployment. Not good.
Yeah. We don't have a way to get rid of that. I don't think. Well, yeah, I could in medias res and like skip it and hope to get away. But yeah.
All right.
Or bottom of the 9th might destroy it for us. Yeah, you could end up getting away to destroy forced deployment. If you can, that would be good because then we can take care of the minions.
All right.
Early.
All right, I played a flak jacket, right? Yes, I did.
Yeah, you have one in play already.
So I will get rid of that.
And I'll discard a card for you to draw more too. Yeah, displaced armory would let you get what we want.
Alright, so I will displace armory in my deck. And I am temporal grenading, I assume.
Yeah.
Alright, so I get to hit Voss. And then destroy his thing. Yeah, it's interesting. I like that temporal grenade sort of flips the script a little bit. It's usually like, destroy the thing, then deal damage. Whereas this is like, deal damage and then destroy the thing.
And here come all the
here
bad
come
guys.
all the things. So many minions.
Not quite 10, I think. It's 10 that we need for us to lose.
Mm.
Alright, unfortunately, guys can't do a lot. I could, oh yeah, and get to use draw a card and use a power on my turn, or I could extreme and hit. Yeah, the same thing as actually the first turn. Like, you can just, like, kill the guard with your shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not really any need for me to hit it. So I think I'm going to copy Stuntman with this. For Liberty, Truth, and Justin.
What is the setback flavored reward?
Lucky Break.
Lucky Break! That is a good one.
And I can't hit anything. Ooh, best card ever.
Alright.
Yeah, if you shock rounds on your shotgun, then, like, Stuntman can clean up everyone else.
Okay, great. I was just looking at that.
Just about.
Alright, so I will hit
most of them.
The guard. And then shock rounds all the things.
I don't think the order matters.
Yeah, because Voss is so shielded.
Yeah.
I am echoing. Yeah, I get an echo off of John sometimes, and we still haven't figured out how or why that happens. Oh yeah, I haven't actually ever gotten Virtuosos of the Void yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what makes sense here.
I actually had, early in the game I did earlier today, I was playing as the Sentinels, and they had, as a result of previously in-capped heroes, they had both Cold War and Arataki? I don't remember the name of that card.
Yeah, Arataki, yeah, something like that.
Something like that. But basically,
Arataki, I know her first name.
Yeah, they had the two cards that basically sink damage, and so it was really excellent. They lasted a lot longer than I was expecting them to. I ended up losing that game because I have yet to win an Oblivion game, but it was fun.
Walker, yeah, Take Walker said it, and I can't say it even looking at it.
Waka Rawa Rawa. Yeah, I don't know. It has a rewar in it.
All right. Now we get bottom of the ninth time. That's good. You can take out that lightning guy.
Yep.
And even hit Voss for one. Oh. Yep. There goes bottom of the ninth. Unless I can destroy something else if we rather. Actually, I could destroy and draw a card and use a power.
Oh,
Bottom
yeah.
of the ninth is too fun. And actually, this is why... so if you look at bottom of the ninth, it seems to be worded strangely. It says, play the top card of each hero deck in turn order. If 8 hero one-shots are played this turn, each player draws 5 cards. So we played 1 one-shot from Chrono Ranger, 1 from Guise, that's 2. Now I'm going to play more one-shots.
Ah, right? Yes.
So those count for bottom of the ninth, which is why it's worded that way. Because I can play best card ever. That's 3. I'll punch that guy. And I'll throw my hands up. Woo! I can play another one-shot.
Gimmicky character.
That's 4.
And we still have 2 characters to get through. Or I guess you could do it again now, and then we're just...
I'll do it again.
Ooh.
There goes Victor.
See ya, Victor.
And do I want to sell out? No, I'm just going to skip now. And then I get to punch the rest of my power. And now I can also... I'm still on retcon.
Nice.
Because that was all from like using a power from destroying So I could like play another copy of here, but I think I just want to draw a card.
Takewalker says, will it pop after the 4th card is played, or once all decks have been gone through?
It's after the 4th card is played. That's when the text says.
So then the token should have been put on it already, right?
There's no token. We're drawing cards and destroying it.
Oh.
The token would have been if we didn't play enough one shots.
Gotcha.
And I hope you like cards, because we're drawing 5 cards.
Because we put cards in your cards.
Takewalker, Guise wins baseball forever. Yeah, he played 4 just on his own, right? So he's good to go.
Ooh, I drew lots of ammo. That's exciting.
This is great, drawing 5 cards. So if you can like stack your deck for bottom of the ninth to have one-shots, you're golden. And we got another environment card we want to have a look at.
Jump scare. When this card enters play, reveal the top 3 cards of the environment deck. Put any revealed antagonists into play. Discard the other revealed cards. At the end of the environment turn, each hero character card deals itself 1 psychic damage. Then shuffle this card and the environment trash into the environment deck. They're in the walls! Unity yelled. I'm well aware, Devra. We need to get out of here before there are any more surprises, Tachyon said, dodging her vicious attacker.
And there were no revealed antagonists, so... Sorry, Chrono Ranger, dealing yourself 1 damage is a lot of damage.
Wah, wah, wah. That was Ray Manta. I don't know what happened to his hand, though.
Shoot the ship! Actually, we'll probably just kill Voss this round. He's only at 21. The Psy Weaver. Unfortunately, we won't quite kill it, I think. Stuntman will hit it, but not enough.
You got scary upgrades, indeed. Nah. Yeah, I don't have any of my trash, so that's fine. Oh my god, I drew 4 sudden contracts in the 5 cards that I drew.
You drew a bunch of them last turn.
Oh, did I think. Okay.
Yeah, if you put your +1s on Voss, we should be able to take him out. And you could take out that Psy Weaver. Well, I mean, yeah. If you have any splash damage for those side weavers,
Yeah.
like,
let me see here. Oh, because I drew by any means. Okay.
Yeah, you may as well just keep hitting Voss because...
Yeah, I think that's going to be the way to go.
Someone else will take out the side weaver. Because your damage is gross. Even with a -1 on it.
Yeah, see, I knew that Hunter and Hunted early was the way to go. I was playing the long game the whole time. Alright, 7 HP. Do it, guys.
Can guys do it? Well, first, I'm going to use I Can Do That Too on Stuntman and increase my damage by 1, and then play a card.
So despite the fact that it was 50 degrees
Look what
Fahrenheit...
I found, and punch Voss, and get a +1. And then Seichi, I'll use my power to play Seichi's. And take out Guise. Sorry, go ahead with your Fahrenheits.
I was just saying that despite the fact that it was in the 50s Fahrenheit here in Cleveland, I know you're not getting the victory music because I have the music turned off because of reasons. There was a hailstorm in downtown Cleveland today, because that makes perfect sense. And it all melted after after it all came down. So it was a fun day in downtown Cleveland. I was worried I was going to have to walk in hail, but I didn't for my dinner. All right, so there was your first look at Champion Studios. I think we're probably going to do that again, because that's what we like to do on these preview streams.
Yeah, the temperature here in San Diego has been cooled off a little bit since last week. It was like 33 Celsius, which is like over 90 Fahrenheit. But now it's like been like high of like 26, which is more like, I don't know what it is in
low 80s probably.
Your world. Yeah, low 80s, I guess. Yeah.
So like hot, but not squelching.
Yeah, hot in the sun. But like we're up on the 13th floor and we get a nice breeze and it's nice. So our apartment's never really hot.
Right on.
Even when it's super hot out. We're facing south, which of course means that we don't get direct sun.
Oh right, yeah. Also known as the opposite of the way that I'm used to it.
Exactly.
All right. You know who I never play is Nightmist.
It's true. You never, ever do you ever. I'm gonna get some Void Guard because we haven't played them. We probably have backed off Void Guard a bunch after playing them to death. So
yeah. All right. So Champion Studios, we did Voss. I feel like something that might sort of screw things up a little bit might be fun. So we'll go with another sort of pseudo-classic villain from the first expansion. Yeah, Champion Studios is mine! Here, I'll put Tachyon there. That looks good. Cool. Yeah, like, despite the fact that he can be really frustrating, Chairman is definitely one of my favorite villains to play. I don't know if that's because being in the first expansion, he was the first one that sort of flipped the script a little bit in terms of sort of how he plays, because of the way that, like, you know, the four villains from the base game were all pretty straightforward. You know, like, beat him down and you win. Yes, yes, Omnitron flips every time and that's fine. But like, Chairman is one that's like, all right, here's the setup. You're gonna take some cards, you're gonna put them in the trash. Then you're gonna do this thing. Then you're gonna do the whatever. Like he really
Chairman has a really strong thematic to mechanic connection.
Yeah, totally.
Where the trash is jail.
Yep.
And like that is sort of the theme that goes through the whole thing.
Chairman is fun outside of the Dark Watch setback unlock, which I have absolutely no memory of, so I'll have to take your word for it. Yeah, so here we are. So I think we blew past this last time. So here we are looking down the main sort of throughway of Champion Studios. You see that crazy little alien stand up in the back there. Well, what have we here? You're out of your league, heroes. It might even be the bottom of the 9th, heroes. No ad-libbing. Okay. I feel the evil twisting of your presence. Now feel my power as I attempt to jump multiverses and end up in Gravehold. Hint, hint. Go pre-order the first expansion for Aeon's End if you want it to be a real thing. All right, Nightmist opens with an Elder Ring, Enlightenment, Mistform, and Tome of Elder Magic. Voidguard Mainstay has got Drop the Hammer, Preemptive Payback, Sweet Rhonda, and Whiplash. Tachyon, Super Scientific Variety, has got Accelerated Assault, Blinding Speed, Nimble Strike, and Synaptic Interruption. And Dr. Medico, Doctor has got Prescription Strength, Preventative Care, Second Opinion, and a Universal Donor. Thank you, Brian the Wolf Hunt. All right, Undivided Attention.
Thanks, 83, for backing the Kickstarter of Aeon's End.
Hey, yeah, thank you, Bishop. All right, out comes the Broker. Yeah, also the first villain to have more than one character card.
Otaku Dash asks about the pre-order status and everything. Check the Kickstarter update. There's an update today posted with all the numbers.
Yes, we just posted that midday today. All right.
So I guess if you're only on the backer kit, you wouldn't have gotten an email. So unless they do that for pre-orders.
I don't. They do, actually. It comes out the day after. It's like, hey, there was an update posted to the thing. You might want to check it out. All right.
So Informant is going to play a card if we play cards. So
yeah. I'm looking through my Nightmist cards because I haven't played her in a while, so I'm trying to remember how it sort of works.
We want to avoid the Informant playing cards. Mainstay could take her out with the tower, or we could, like, a valid strategy for the chairman is to try to get Prison Break played now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine to skip playing a card. I will probably damage myself to get more cards. And then you can, if you want to take the Informant out with some damage, I would be fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, with Tachyon, I'm actually okay with, like, because you can Super Scientific Tachyon on the chairman's deck to try to get Prison Breaks away.
That's
so,
interesting.
like, I would play as many cards as you can.
All right, well, skip. I already did that, so this is the thing. I got all the cards I drew, but now
I mean, if we want her to play, like, it's either or. Like, skipping your play phase is counterproductive if we want them to play cards.
All right, I will go back. So we'll go back to play a card. All right, in that case, then I will. What do I want to do? Yeah, I'm just gonna get the Elder Ring. Perfect time for Perfect Human Specimens. And they're already at full. And then I will do the thing. All right, take it away, Mainstay.
All right. I'm just thinking if I can play extra cards. I can by using Drop the Hammer. So I will do that. I don't want Perfect Human Specimens. I want Prison Breaks.
Nightmist is in love.
There's one. Good. And keep weakening the Broker here. Interrupting the chairman's bath. Yes.
All right. Sure. All right. So we're going to try this on the chairman.
Could be in the chairman, or if you want, on yourself to try to play more cards, and then we'll then cause them to play more cards. It's sort of a gamble, really, either way. So.
Yeah, I mean, the chairman's deck right
Chairman's
now...
got... Yeah. a lot of one-shots and 3 underbosses. Yeah, so 6 one-shots and 3 underbosses.
I mean, that's a pretty good chance that he's going to have to do something.
Let's try.
Yeah, why not? There it is.
Well, try Rook City's mine, and then maybe we can get them to punch a Stuntman.
All right, so bottom of the 9th.
Hey, that's going to make us play lots of cards.
And stunt double. All right, so then undivided attention. Do I want to redirect to stunt double? Sure.
We got hurt a little bit.
Just a bit. We're fine. It's all fine.
All right, I can play preventative care. All right, this can go to Medico, sure. We don't want to redirect it though because we don't want stunt double to get blown up. And let's prevent the next damage to Tachyon, who's the highest. And I can play another card. I didn't even know what I wanted to play yet. Oh yeah, Universal Donor, that's good. Get the muscle. Still don't have our prison break yet, but we're getting closer to reshuffling the village.
Yeah.
I can have someone regain 2 hit points. Let's go with Dr. Medico, who needs self-heals. Oh, healing pulse, that's good. Guess I could keep healing the stunt double.
All right, Astral Premonition came out.
So then Rook City's Mine comes out.
Yeah, Rook City's
Every time
Mine.
we play a card, because it plays, it doesn't put into play. Actually, I think Informant is on Ender's play anyway.
All right, let's read some of these because I don't think we've gotten to them. So we've done Stunt Double and we've done Bottom of the 9th. So Death Ray, Antagonist. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the hero target with the lowest HP 3 melee damage. Whenever a deck is shuffled, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 1 lightning damage. And yes, there's a better example of the various horror thingies. And then Deadly Choice, which is a conflict. At the start of each hero turn, that hero may deal themselves 1 psychic damage to discard the top card of their deck. If a one-shot is discarded this way, destroy this card. At the start of the environment turn, deal each target 4 fire damage and 4 projectile damage, then destroy this card.
Well, that's going to happen. That's going to clean up all the villain cards.
Yeah,
that's actually really good. So you got a Sonic Vortex with 1 card. So Deadly Choice is going to do 8 damage to each target. So, like, basically, unless you want to, like, take out the Inform... Actually, we kind of want all those villain cards to come out so that they can get blown up. So, may as well just hit the Operative, I guess.
Yeah, Operative, yep. Triage brings out the contract.
What does Triage do? Restore 1 to... Oh, I have to discard a card. Yeah. Don't need Second Opinion yet. Want that later. 4 hit points. I guess Medico can get it. Alright, so Deadly Choice is going off right away. So we want to kill the contract first, I think.
Okay.
Because... Oh yeah, we can send this to Stunt Double. Sure. We're going to have to discard cards for Stunt Double anyways.
Yeah, it's going to get got.
It's going to blow up. This is kind of nuts. Guess we can kill Death Ray in case something shuffles and... do we want any other ordering? We can, I guess, take out the muscle. Oh yeah, Tachyon's got 1 prevention, so let's hit Medico with this. We can prevent more damage by choosing Tachyon up here. So, because it'll prevent 4 instead of a bit from the operative.
Right.
So. All right, and now I don't know if the order really matters, unless we want to control like who takes more damage from the operative, really. So I think we can just choose for me at this point.
Sure.
To deal with stuff as it comes up. Going to be a lot of damage to everyone. But hopefully we'll be in a good place because yeah, the villain deck will he'll flip over and then the villain deck's going to reshuffle, so the all the thugs and stuff will be in the deck instead of in the trash. And now we have to discard 2 cards.
So just help me out on understanding game mechanics here. We could have gotten ourselves into a really screwy position if this had kept going and he had played those 2 cards and then like let's say he's got 0 cards in his deck and it gets to his turn and then he needs to play, so he reshuffles. Does the check to see if there are 3 underbosses in the trash happen before that? Because that happens at start of turn, right?
Yeah, that would happen first.
Okay. I was trying to.
If we played too many cards, he could reshuffle before
the start of turn. Yeah. So. And then we would have been in for a real slog.
Yeah.
Let's see. I apologize, everybody. I have to read through these cards again because I don't remember exactly what they all do. All right, I'll discard that because I don't think I'm going to use it. And then I might use that, but I'm going to discard it anyway.
All right.
I mean, they're all bursts. So, might as well. I feel like... Yeah, this seems like a dumb choice, but I'm going to actually discard both of my Synaptic Interruptions. I like the card draw on the other one, and I want to be able to get rid of an environment card if I need to.
And here's the card chase scene.
Alright, let's pop that one up. Card chase scene. Conflict. All melee damage is converted to projectile damage. Whenever a target is reduced to 2 or fewer HP, destroy it. Alright, operative heals up a little bit.
Drinking booze from wine glass is dangerous because you pour yourself a wine amount. That was the worst because I wish he had played the deputy and then the operative been like, oh, there's no underbosses. Oh, well.
Yeah, see, I'm doing the opposite. I'm drinking wine out of a coffee cup, so...
But yeah, so next turn they'll reshuffle, and so we'll still get underbosses, but they won't have any thugs. So that's nice. Yeah, so card chase scene is very dangerous if you have, like, hero targets, but we don't in this game besides our character, so it's not too bad. But if you have like Unity's bots, or like I played a game with card chase scene where Luminary was in it and it was like devices are blowing up at 2 hit points, they're very fragile.
Oh yeah, I had a Luminary game that I was playing earlier today, a regular game, not an Oblivion game, and I was playing against Omnitron, and I destroyed Omnitron, but Omnitron still had 2 devices in play, and then I destroyed the 2 devices and I was like, why is the game not ending? Wait.
And Craig says, They're playing baseball on cards against the chairman. Great. It's like an awesome fight, says Brian the Wolfwood. Yeah, you should have been in Omnitron 4 as well. Devices everywhere.
I know. I was like, wait, what is happening? And then I like opened up Luminary's player and I was like, oh, I get it. I think I'm going to call forth.
Yeah, you could pick up a bunch of relics.
Alright, so we get an amulet, a Star Shield necklace, a Tome of Elder Magic, and another Elder Ring. Good times. Alright, and...
Well, your premonition isn't going to really do anything. I mean, well, you could do it to not the villain deck, I guess.
Yeah.
But, like your own deck, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to discard this other Elder Ring. And I'm going to look at my own. Oh, well, they're about the same. So, I already have an amulet, but...
You're going to miss farm to draw it, right? So,
yeah. Yeah, that's a frequently asked questions item waiting to happen there, Bishop. I've defeated Omnitron and all the devices are gone, but Luminary is in play. Why isn't the game ending? Yes, that is definitely a thing.
So bottom of the ninth, we still have an extra strike, so I'm not going to worry too much about destroying that, but I have a card to destroy on... I got rid of my environment destruction. Tachyon has a blinding speed. Hang on to that.
Yep. Yep. That's why I discarded both of my other things.
I'll drop the hammer. And do I want to destroy that? When is this card destroyed? Draw 3 cards. Yeah. I want that. Because I want to play more cards. And I want to hit the Crooked Cop, which will be destroyed because of card chase scene.
Nice.
And that's all getting converted to projectile damage. And now I could probably play a card because... Yeah. I'll play Vest, I think. Yeah, now I have Whiplash again, so I can destroy an environment card if needed at some point. And the Deputy is really going to do nothing now, because he's going to try to heal Crooked Cops, and he's going to look for the trash for Crooked Cops, and there aren't going to be any, so we can just, like, ignore the Deputy from now on. Because, like, hitting him is just going to cause us to take damage, so...
Alright.
If we happen to hit him, it's not a problem, but...
Alright, so we don't need me to get rid of the environment thing just yet, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I will...
Yeah, I would just say focus probably the operative right now. We can ignore the Deputy. Famous last words, says the Dolphin. Fair enough. Alright, now experiment on whoever you want to.
Yeah, now it's going to be
Tachyon.
Like another burst in the trash. Draw a research grant.
Alright, Healing Pulse. And I think I can... I am the lowest. Maybe I'll just heal myself here. Even though I'll try to get a bit more of a buffer before using the Healing Pulse power. Tacyon's got so many hit points because we protected her a lot last round. Two Crooked Cops just on top of the deck.
Alright, so here goes the bottom of the ninth. We got a Master of Magic, Lonesome Highway, so that's 1.
Oh. Mainstay isn't the character with the lowest HP. Oh well. One shot there needs to be 4, right? So it needs to be everyone or have a way to play extra cards. So Tachyon can potentially do that. I don't know why this shouldn't be asking, because Mainstay is not one of the choices, but that's a bug. Doesn't really matter here. Hey, hypersonic salt.
Ooh, nice.
It's useful for sure. Means we can go after the chairman a little more. Yeah, we're gonna have to take out bottom of the 9th or lose the game. Probably. Yeah, we ended up with 3 one-shots, but not quite enough. Yay, draw cards. Take Walker wants us to lose the game.
Hey, I understand the drive to want to see the special ending, but
hey, stunt double.
We're not throwing the game, so.
Oh yeah, in the car chase scene, the stunt double is more vulnerable because he can get destroyed without having us to discard cards.
Well, but wait a minute though. If it gets down to 2 and then is destroyed, that's not being reduced to 0 or fewer, is it?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Good. I thought I was understanding you right, but then I was like, wait, is he saying... Never mind.
Yeah, so we can just, like, let the stunt double get destroyed while at 2 or 1.
Right.
Because of the car chase. Cytosine says, you gotta earn the special ending.
You gotta earn them!
Yeah, let's redirect this. And sad, there was no hard gun or deputy in the trash. You have lots of options.
I do. I'm reading.
And a Master of Magic that you got from bottom of the 9th is handy.
Yeah.
I mean, Amulet would not be a bad idea.
Yeah, that's what I was about to click on that. Like, that seems like a good choice.
You have lots of cards to power it, including for your base power. We probably should kill the contract, though. Even though there's none of those, he could end up playing gunmen, which would be bad with the contract.
Sorry. So who am I going after? Contract.
The contract, yeah. The contract increases damage to us as well, so that's bad.
I should have discarded the Star Shield necklace because I just drew another one. Oh well.
I'm sure you'll have a chance. Interesting, I drew lots of cards.
Yeah, so Bishop says, shouldn't the icons at the bottom of the 9th have a symbol to indicate that it has a lose condition? Don't usually do that. And there's some discussion about there might be too many icons.
Yeah, there's probably too many icons.
Yeah. There's only so much room on the screen.
Yeah, the icons are not finalized on all those things, so. Let's see. I could increase my damage. I could destroy an environment card, but actually, yeah, I guess Mainstay could destroy the environment, and then Tachyon could play other things and hold on to that blinding speed. I may as well do that. I have nothing else
to
really worry about, I think, so. We could chance the bottom of the 9th. Oh, and the car chase destroyed it. I was like, oh, I'll have to use my power to destroy the contract, but I forgot about the car chase. That will be a recurring theme. Yeah, let's not risk the bottom of the 9th. Sorry, Take Walker. And then I mean, I could start punching the chairman, I guess, because he can't hit back. But he will once Tachyon goes.
Yep.
May as well get my licks in when I can.
There, I'll get my HUD goggles up. Quick insight.
Baseball is over. Tachyon's on the baseball screen, which you might recognize from Bottom of the Night.
Indeed.
And actually, the bananas background isn't this game either, so you'll have to wait till a later stream.
All right, I am going to quick insight because that sucker punch is basically useless in a game where anything with 2 HP is immediately destroyed.
Well, it's gonna get played.
Yeah, it is gonna get played, but like, there's nothing to it. So, yeah, where am I on cards in the 8 bursts in the trash? All right, so
Gotta have more.
9 and I believe 10.
11,
11. All right, nice.
according to the lightning bolt. Ooh, experimental medicine. That's good times. Let's do that. I can do a healing pulse. Yeah. And everyone's getting lots of hit points. And then I can heal myself too. Healing Nightmist seems like unnecessary, but oh well.
All right, so here's the props department, as I was mentioning.
That's exciting. I don't know if I've ever had that come up in a game yet.
So I read this earlier, but at the end of the environment turn,
Hey, this is good.
reveal the top card of each hero deck in turn order. If the revealed card is a one-shot, play it, but prevent any damage on that card. If the revealed card is not a one-shot, discard it.
So this is I don't know if this is really a necessary decision. You may as well choose props department first because it's going to be prevented in any case.
Right.
And you can destroy cards if you want. I don't know if we want to. Do we want?
Yeah,
I mean, props department's kind of fun. It can still have good effects.
Yeah, I'm fine to skip it if that's what we want. I mean, card chase and stunt double are both fine. So
yeah, like prop for Dr. Medico, it's going to like net be healing us a bunch. So.
All right.
And card chase scene helps us take out the chairman. So here I can't. I try to deal damage and I can't deal damage because of the thing. Look at that! There's a one shot.
yeah, missed the time.
And then your next card won't be prevented from dealing damage, or it shouldn't.
Sucker
That would be a
punch.
bug. So like you could do hypersonic or something. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, react all you want, Chairman. Nothing you can do. If bottom of the ninth had stayed, you would have won the baseball match.
Oh, immunization will. No one gets dealt damage, so nothing happens. It doesn't really matter though. This shouldn't be that shouldn't be something that's a question, but. If bottom of the ninth stayed, you would have won the baseball match, Hank. Oh well, we didn't know. Destroy a card. We really need like Astral Premonition.
No, probably not.
Could props department fire off bottom of the ninth? I'm not really sure what that means. Fire off.
Yeah, no, the cards that would be played from bottom of the ninth are different from the cards that would be played from props department. Because the props department reveals cards, but bottom of the ninth plays them, right? Am I remembering that right?
I think they're talking about the check on bottom of the ninth. The check on bottom of the ninth about the number of cards played this turn happens at the start of the turn. It's not an all the time check.
Got it. All right. Let's see here.
It could happen based on stuff that one-shots that were played earlier in the environment turn before bottom of the ninth. But that isn't the case with props department.
What do I want to do here? Chairman and operative still have quite a load of HP.
And they're hypersonic assaulted if you can damage the chairman.
Alright, so in that case then I will do what I was going to do, which is Heedless Lash. So I'm going to heal myself up a little bit. I reveal that for 3. Yes, I will discard. I'll discard the lower of that, and... yeah, I don't think I'm going to use that, so that's fine. We can discard this one. And then I can deal the operative some damage. And deal him some more damage.
I don't think there's really much we want to destroy right now. So.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. And sure. Souring Mists, Enlightenment, and another Astral Premonition. Interesting. All right. Not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go with Shroud Strength and do more damage. Do you want to take out those chumps? You would be able to Sucker Punch the Thief. And if I hit the fence once, your Sonic Vortex could take him out. Actually, your Sonic Vortex would take out everything. So, with the car chase. So I'll weaken the fence so you can take out, take those guys out.
Sure.
Yeah, the chairman, you react. You do that. Bishop 83 thinks the wording is not consistent. I disagree. It says, at the start of the environment turn, ... The stuff that it talks about there happens at the start of the environment turn. Yeah, stunt double. You can take out the fence. This can go to Mainstay, who will get 0. And I leave the stunt double, but you can hit the operative and you can hit the chairman if you want.
Yeah.
It'll only be like 1 damage, so we may as well.
I'll take it. I don't care.
So yeah, it's worth it. Super punchy. Yeah, may as well hit the chairman. He already punched you.
Yep. All right, and maybe more. Ooh, all right. All right, so we'll do
you
this.
could supersonic the chairman because he did hit you.
Yep. But then I'm gonna have to destroy one of these because that's just the way this card works. So.
Or one of our cards, but.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. I would hit the stunt double because then it won't go off by accident on us or something.
Yeah. Good times.
Down to 6. Yes, I want to deal myself 2 toxic damage. Bishop 83. The card says the check happens at the start of the environment turn. It is not an all-the-time effect. If that helps your understanding of how the card works. Okay. Do I want intensive care? Second opinion? Second opinion is pretty great. How about everyone gets to use a power instead of getting health because we already have tons of health? I need to make sure everyone has enough room to potentially gain 3 hit points. Do you want to use a power now? Or get 3 hit points? Okay. Powers are great. Powers are better than hit points. Powers are destroying the chairman. Are you muted? I don't know if you're trying to respond to me or just being real quiet.
Yes, I think I sat on my button. Sorry. I was trying to get caught up on the chat. Do I want to discard 2 cards? So I'm actually playing a real Pokemon game for the first time ever. I got Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu for my Switch.
Yeah. Your kids playing it?
They're playing. They got Let's Go Eevee for Christmas, and they've all been playing it. And I finally decided I didn't want to have to take it out of their Switch to play it, so I went ahead and got Let's Go Pikachu. And I definitely...
Aren't all the games available on like the internet store? You don't need the physical thing?
Oh, yeah, probably, but at least with the Switch, since we have 2 of them in the house, I'm getting the carts so that we can move them around if we need to. And so far, like, it's interesting, but I don't know that I get it yet, but I'm going to keep playing. Alright, is there anything? There is not. Okay, so let me see.
You are also going to play a Lightning Reflexes already, so...
Yeah. I don't think there's anything I can kill with that, and I don't think
yeah, you don't really have a lot to do, actually.
Yeah, I'll just do this.
Like you can play up to 2 cards now that don't do anything constructive.
Yeah. And I'm not actually going to play the other one, so there you go. All right. Yeah, if they're games just for me, I have no problem buying, or if there's only one place we'll ever play them. So like every PSVR game that I buy, I just buy online. A lot of them are only available online anyway, because like we have one PlayStation and one VR headset. So like there's no reason we would ever need to be portable, at least at this point. But the Switch games I tend to buy as carts because I have a Switch, my kids have a Switch, and wanting to be able to switch in between the two is a thing that is very useful.
All right, it's time for the props department. You're doing Mist of Time with no damage. Swapping your hero deck and your trash. Oh, and props department must have discarded cards. It should show us what those cards were, but it didn't do that. Would be a bug report. Props department should show you the cards. We could have a look at what they were. For Mainstay, it was Void Belter, and for Tachyon, it was HUD Goggles. And we have Triage, so no damage. Discard a card. Healing Pulse, I haven't played already. And gain HP, or use a power. I think I'll have Medico actually gain HP. because it's 5, which is pretty solid. And we get to deal ourselves damage.
Yeah, with the exception of Dr. Medico, we're all over 20, so
yeah,
I feel like we're in pretty good shape here.
I feel like this is, unless that villain manages to play the chairman again, which can occur.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yeah. Like, we would need to reshuffle the villain deck or manipulate the chairman back into the deck, which can be done. Like with the visionary. The visionary is the easiest way to do it because you can use suggestion to put the chairman back on top.
Right.
If you want. Talking about Pokemon in the chat. I only pretty much play Pokemon Go now, not the other games, but I have a 100% IV Ditto that I power up as much as possible, even though it's a useless Pokemon. It's like my perfect Ditto. It's pretty rare, so I'm pretty happy with it. I have never even seen an Unown ever. I have no idea how there are people who have collected all 26 of them when I've never even seen a shadow of one in my life. Where are these Unowns? In San Francisco, I guess.
I've been playing quite a bit of Pokemon Go now that it's winteries, or at least rainy and cold. I haven't been playing it as much because I don't walk around as much outside. But I did link my Pokemon game on my Switch to my Pokemon Go. I haven't gotten to the city where I can start swapping things between them yet, but
Sparky Wolf, yeah, I have a perfect Ditto, and I have a perfect Magneton or Magnetry or whatever I evolved them up, and a perfect Kabutops. So I don't have any perfect useful Pokemon, but I have 3 100%.
Nice.
An owner only found at big events. Okay, well, that's a thing, I guess. Magneton actually is pretty good against water types and stuff, but not as. I mean, Jolteon's better.
Yeah, see, that's what I need to start learning. I still don't really know what types are good against other types, so I'm trying to learn that.
It's mostly what makes sense, but yeah, some things that don't quite make sense.
All I know is that I got to the first gym in Pokemon Let's Go, and it was you should use a grass type against a rock type. And I was like, okay, you say so.
Yeah, because, plants, can break rocks, right? By growing into them and splitting them up. That's a thing.
Yeah, okay, I guess. By that logic, a water type should also be good against rock types. Is that true? Slow drip of water can slowly break down.
I think the internet will, or the chat here will know about the type. What's better?
Paper beats rock. Yep.
Yeah, there's some of them are obviously psychic and ghost and dark and fairy and dragon yeah, water beats rock.
Missingo Grizz says yeah, water beats rock. Okay, good to remember. Yeah, I mean, obviously I have my Pikachu as my main one that I'm still keeping in there, and I think I've got an Oddish.
Yeah. Bishop says the weird ones, some of them require Japanese folklore knowledge.
Okay, got it.
Actually, I started playing Pokemon again, #1, because they finally added a feature where it will track your distance.
Yes, even if you're not having the app open. Yeah,
because it would kill my battery, and also for some reason back in Halifax it would cut, I would lose 3G signal while playing Pokemon, so it's well, that doesn't work. So but also just the battery drain was just crazy, or it would glitch out when it was in your pocket. Like, if it was on, like, it was just dumb. Like, so finally it's like, you know, iOS has this feature, just use it. And they finally implemented it.
Yes.
And I assume on Android as well.
Yeah, and that's actually, oh man, the eggs that I have hatched has been so
especially
many.
the double hatch weekend. That was great. I don't know if you were using it then. Like,
I'm sure I was, because I've hatched, like, I literally ended up, like, they got me because I had so many eggs that I was like, man, I gotta buy incubators. So they got my money, I bought a bunch of incubators, and I was hatching eggs left and right, so.
Yeah, they had a double hatch weekend where every egg was, like, 10-kilometer eggs would only take 5 kilometers, which is, like, super great. And there's more, like, it's easier to get incubators for free now with the research and stuff. And, like, you get a free incubator every week.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, but I bought, I think I gave them, like, $20, and I got one of, like, the super packs that came with, like, 4 3-use super incubators, and I was like, oh, I'm hatching eggs like a mofo. I also paid to upgrade my Pokemon holding capacity and my bag capacity. I literally have, like, because I'm not using it as much now because of the winter, I have so many things. So I literally have 31 max potions, 30 revives, 21 max revives.
Oh, I throw out stuff all the time.
I know, yeah. I mostly throw out my regular balls. That's the thing that is, like, my immediate throw out. And frankly, nab berries, I almost never use those.
Bananas are crap. For me, it's all about the pineapple berries. I need to get more candy for things I need to evolve and stuff.
Yes, exactly right. We'll discard this one.
We probably should kill the broker because they're going to play extra cards.
Okay.
Hit the broker and it'll be dead. Card chasing. Yeah, let's use powers.
I did literally just mention Psychic Ghost. Yeah, I will say, as someone whose first Pokemon game was Pokemon Go, and now I'm playing sort of a pseudo mainline one, because I know that Let's Go isn't a total mainline one, it's like a mixture. It's weird to be basically like playing a video game where I'm playing Pokemon Go, because that's basically what it is.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's why Pokemon Go was like such a zeitgeist thing, was because like people had grown up playing Pokemon on their Game Boy and on their Nintendo and whatever, and now it's like you can actually do that in the real world.
Right.
Like, that's like a dream come true, right?
All right, so which one of these should I kill? I feel like card chase scene has been doing more for us. And if we can get operative, if someone can just deal 2 damage.
2 damage. So, well, does anyone have another power to use? That's the problem. No one does, I don't think. Well, not usefully, I guess. We have other powers, but not like...
Yeah, no, Bishop, I totally get that. Like, I can't, like, my kids have played... They played, like, Sun and Moon, because they both have DSs, or the 2 oldest ones have DSs, so they played Sun and Moon. And I was always kind of like, ugh, I'm not going to, like, get a DS just so I can play a thing. And so now I'm playing Let's Go, and that's fine. My understanding is that there'll be, like, a real mainline Pokemon game coming to Switch pretty soon, and I might play that one. We'll see how my experience with Let's Go goes, and then we'll decide.
Let's Go Chikorita. Yeah, like, Let's Go starters from later, or whatever. Alright, operative with 4 hit points, what you doing? Playing a Crooked Cop. Good job. Playing a muscle that does nothing. Yeah, our prison break strategy worked out very well. And as is often the case with Dr. Medico, everyone is at full hit points almost. Well, it doesn't matter what you're going to do, pick the operative and we win.
Yeah. That's why I was like, if there was ever a time for a guilt-free Oblivion, This is it. There was only a 25% chance that it wasn't going to work. So, all right. I know, no victory music. Wait, hang on here. I'll get the victory music, so we can act like we just won. Where is it? Lights, camera, ambuscade. Why is my ultimate playlist not having all the things in it that I thought it was supposed to have?
So in Let's Go Pokemon, do you like? So the biggest difference between the real Pokemon games and Pokemon Go is in regular Pokemon games, like to catch a Pokemon, you have to battle it with your existing Pokemon, right? And then you throw a ball at it when it's weak. Whereas in Pokemon Go, you're just like throwing balls everywhere.
Yeah, it's
there's very little like battling other Pokemon except at gyms.
Well, no, because so I think that they probably rebalanced that because you run into like dozens of trainers in the world and you battle them, but you don't.
I mean that happens in the regular games too.
Oh, okay.
I mean, to actually get a new Pokemon, to catch a wild Pokemon, you need to fight it.
Oh, I see.
It's like a Final Fantasy little RPG battle with your Pokemon versus with like all your Pokemon versus the wild Pokemon.
Got it.
And you like try to knock it down to like single-digit health, and then you throw a Pokeball and try to get it when it's weak.
Okay.
But Pokemon Go just like removed that whole element. Right.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, the way that you acquire new Pokemon in this one is to capture them Pokemon Go style. But then you're constantly battling. Like I said, like I have been to
There's
one
always
gym.
like a youth or someone.
Yeah, what was it called? Like
junior trainers.
Yeah, bug catcher Janice or whatever.
The bug catchers and whatever. Yeah, they're like, oh, my favorite is Caterpie. My Caterpie is gonna beat you.
And I have one Pokemon and you have 6, so I'm clearly going to win.
Yeah,
indeed.
But then of course, like, there's the ultimate trainer Pokemon Master battles that are the real deal, where they throw an Articuno at you and stuff.
Yeah, I haven't gotten one of those yet. Like I said, I've played at one gym, which was like the Rock Gym, and they were like, "Hey, make sure you bring your grass types." And I used my Oddish, and I, tore through them like they were wet tissue paper, and that was that. So we'll see. I mean, I've had it for literally one day. I got it yesterday, so we'll see. I've got an open mind. I'm not gonna lie. After playing it for like an hour, I definitely go back to Binding of Isaac because that is still my absolute this is the game that I play all the time game. So, but that's okay. So, all right. Yeah, with 7 minutes left, I don't think we're gonna play a third game. So I think that's gonna do it for another episode of Handelabra Live. Thank you everyone for joining us. We do this every Tuesday night at around 7 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes I'm here, sometimes I'm not. I'm going to be here basically every other week, and John is going to find other people to join on the off weeks. So I don't know what's going on next week, but you should definitely tune in. Make sure you check out all the other shows here on twitch.tv/Handelabra Games. Oh, I should mention this too. In the new year, we have a new schedule for how shows are going to be coming out. Basically, you can watch them live on Twitch, and if you are a subscriber on Twitch, you can watch them pretty much right after we end the broadcast. You can re-watch them, but they will not be posted to YouTube until a week later. Some of this is because Krista's been scrambling around a lot to sort of get them all situated, and we just wanted to get to a more regular schedule where she knows what's happening. So this episode of Sentinels Live, Handelabra Live, will come to our YouTube channel 1 week from now, early in the day before we go live again later Tuesday night. But if you want to watch the rebroadcast on Twitch, you will need to be a subscriber. So just make a note of that somewhere if you like, or don't, or just show up live. That's kind of the goal, is we're trying to get people to watch live. So
live it up.
Yes, live it up. And as I did mention, we are planning on having a listening party sometime in the near-ish future. Keep an eye on all of our, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, all those things, Facebook, to find out exactly when that's going to be. We will be very loud about it. We'll probably post to the Kickstarter about it as well because it's a pretty big deal. The very final piece of Season 2 is obviously drawing to a close here, and we're hoping to get it out in the next couple months. So, exciting stuff. Keep an eye on all that stuff. So thank you for joining us. I already said that. Sentinels of the Multiverse, as well as all of our other games, are available for iOS, Android, and Steam, and always in good old analog cardboard and ink. And you can find more info and download all of our games via sentinelsdigital.com and handelabra.com. I'm Jeremy.
I'm John. Thanks for watching.
Saying good night. We will see you next week. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.